two key players obviously in the attack. That notwithstanding, how would you assess the performance?
Yeah, I mean, look, we obviously we miss Christian and we miss Beglo tonight. That said, I felt like the first half we were really in control of the match, and we created a number of big opportunities and chances, and we didn't give much away. The goal they score, I mean, what are you going to say about it? It's just a tremendous goal, kind of out of nothing on a throw-in. And I felt good about going into the second half. In the second half, the second goal, isn't good enough from us. And then I think the third goal is obviously a bit questionable on if it's a foul or not. But in the end, it's a result that 3-0. I wouldn't have. I felt a lot worse after the match with that type of result versus how I felt at halftime. I felt like we were going to push the game to get on the score sheet and make it interesting. But I don't fault the guys in terms of their fight and their commitment. But we have to do better than that. We have to do better than that.
In the first half, there's chances. Baji had a run on goal, but then there was that 2-on-1 with Jacob and Jared. How did you see that unfold, and is that just a decision-making situation?
Yeah, I mean, look, Jacob has the overhead kick that just goes over. Baji has a couple chances in the box, one header in particular that was really dangerous, has a shot on goal. And then this moment that you're referring, I think Jacob, if he probably drives at the defender a little bit more, then he'll make him commit. Maybe he can slip Jared. But, I'm never going to begrudge someone that tries to go and score a goal in that situation, and Jacob's more than capable of doing that. But those are the big moments, right? We didn't capitalize on ours, and they capitalized on theirs, and this is what we have to correct.
How do you keep the guys' heads up after this result? Obviously, you got a win on the road last week.
Yeah.
This sets you back a little bit.
Yeah, it sets us back from the standpoint of giving up 3 goals. I think that's the biggest thing, is that you don't feel like that's a match that you give that much away and still the opponent gets 3 points and 3 goals. And I think that's probably what everyone's going to feel from that match. But when you actually break down what happened, many phases were on top of the game. We just have to tighten up and punish the other team whenever we have our chances, and then we have to dig things out a little bit more to prevent the goals that we're giving away.
How close was Christian to making the trip?
Yeah, he was making really good progress, but in the end, it wasn't enough. But he was close to making the trip.
So you're optimistic for next season?
I am. Yeah, I mean, I have to see how he comes in Monday and Tuesday, but I am optimistic for next week.
Peglo got hurt yesterday?
Yes. Yeah, just kind of a weird one. Yeah, just a muscle strain. So hopefully we're going to find out the severity of it and then take it from there.
Say that again, the last one?
Yeah, we're going to find out the severity of it and then take it from there. Yeah.
So it
could be a few weeks. Could be a few weeks.
Yeah. That's typical, right?
That's right.
Hamstring injuries.
That's right.
Good. Anything else you want to share?
Just one from me, Troy. How's it feel to get Hakeem his debut?
Yeah.
Talk about that, and then Andy coming back as well.
Yeah, I mean, Hakeem is the last month been in full training, and every single day he's the type of guy that maximizes his time in training to be able to give himself an opportunity to get on the field. And when Peglo went down, it wasn't a question about someone that's knocking on the door and ready to step up. So I was really pleased that he was able to come on and make his debut for DC United. And then Connor, Connor again has been about 3-4 weeks of full team training, and it's good to have him back into the group. And I think he did really well with his minutes when he came on, and he's made such a long journey to come back to this point, because it's almost a year ago that he hurt his knee.
Thank you so much.
That's it. Yeah, thanks.